Characteristics of Western philosophy. When we hear about philosophy, we forget about Eastern philosophy because this Western philosophy was spread all over the world. It started through ancient Greece and stopped in US, America in 19th century, right? So it is also called Occidental philosophy because it is established in Occidental part of the world. And when we talk about Western philosophy, how was it originated? Obviously, these three guys, Aristotle, Socrates, and Plato, you know, Socrates was the major Buddha who was very smart, but he said that he doesn't know anything. Not knowing that you know nothing is the greatest wisdom. He says that, and yeah, and his other chelas like Plato and um, Aristotle. So all of this makes up ancient philosophy where they talk about so many things. Plato talks about forms and Aristotle talks about so many things. So we'll not stick to that because your ancient philosophy is quite boring. Let's move forward to medieval philosophy. Medieval philosophy is also boring because it only talks about religion and theology and all the boring stuff like Christianity. Very boring. So let's go to modern philosophy, which is kind of interesting because it rejects. It is like, I doubt everything. Rene Descartes. It says that he's the father of modern philosophy. He doubts everything. He's basically I don't know. He says that I think therefore I am, means his existence is whole dependent on his mind. So he thinks about mind and body dualism. There are so many things that we can learn from it, but we'll not learn it now because we have characteristics of Western philosophy to cover. So let's move forward. So there were people like John Locke and Kant and every Hegel and everybody like from Germany. So it started through ancient Greece and okay, we are here at Germany. Then contemporary philosophy, pragmatism, postmodernism, and everything is there. Existentialism, which is quite famous in today's teenagers. I was also an existentialist, though it is very hard to pronounce. Okay, let's move forward to its characteristics. So, how is it? How is it? How is Western philosophy? So, first of all, we know that. So, this is introduction. We can know about Western philosophy in that manner. Let's move forward to characteristics. Number one, intellectual speculation. It is just speculation, something that we speculate. Okay, so but it is not total speculation because it also contains some reason and logic and some empirical studies. So intellectual speculation, this term was also given by a person called Bertrand Russell. Bertrand, I've never heard about you, Bertrand, except for now because you have not given anything special in my point of view. You have just said one thing, that is philosophy is intermediate between theology and science. So theology means religion and all of that, and science. So it is intermediate. It balances, or it is somehow, it takes the aspect from both of it. How does it take aspect from both of it? Theology, so we here speculate about matters which where knowledge is not ascertainable, right? So there are so many things where we cannot use logic. We have to like speculate things. We have to infer something, just like theology. So speculation is also there at the same time, just like science, which appeals to reason. We also appeal to reason here. So Western philosophy is the distinction between that two. It is not theology, it is not science, it is separated from both, but at the same time it takes qualities of both because it does speculation and it does definition of abstract things which might not even be true, right? Because they themselves say that they know nothing and they doubt everything, just like Rene. Okay, that's about the first characteristics, which is called intellectual speculation. Second one is that we all know that it is characterized into metaphysics, epistemology, ethics, and logic. So this is how it is characterized. Metaphysics means, beyond physics, but we have so many things. I'll make a separate video on metaphysics because it is very vast. So it is categorized into metaphysics, which ask about what is the nature of this, what is the nature of love, what is the nature of you, what is the nature of your teacher, what is the nature of everything. So epistemology, how can we know anything, and how can you know anything at all? So there are three things in it, three different how knowledge is justified and everything. So ethics is also there and logic is also there. So we will read about it separately, but in characteristic we'll just say it is there. Theories of knowledge, we have been reading that empiricism and rationalism. Empiricism through experience, rationalism through reason. Empiricist people are like John Locke is empiricism, who gives about primary and secondary qualities. And what, guess another empiricism, David Hume is an empiricist. And my favorite George Berkeley is also empiricist. So rationalism is Rene Descartes, RR. So RR. So he's rationalist because he says that, oh, I have to doubt everything and I have to make it out through reason and everything. So he emphasizes on that. And there are other two people whose one is Fried Spinujua, SPINUJD, and another is Livinge. I don't know how to pronounce it. So he's Fried Man or whatever his name is. That is not. I'll make a separate PTO because whatever. What is the skepticism? Fourth character is it is skeptical. Again, Rene. Skepticism, doubt everything because what? Doubt everything. So scientific method, because it is scientific, rational, it applies reason, and there are so many methodologies like deductive reasoning, which is, and it appeals to scientific method and disregards argument which are not, which is just fallacious, right? So all these things, all the methodologies that are scientific is used here. So okay, so rise of individualism. If we see in Eastern philosophy, we know that it is very much, it talks about society, family, values and everything, but it is individualistic because it talks about individual rights, it talks about individual property rights. So basically very selfish. So from nature centric to human centric. How characteristics of Western philosophy, how nature centric through human centric. Nature centric because ancient philosophers were like, they were so obsessed with nature and they wanted to know about nature, the quality of nature and everything. But again, they became human centric since about so many. So there are so many things. That's what you have to know. I don't want to go into details because it's about to be 10 minutes. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions, you can ask me. But I'll not answer because I'm just posting it. And I'll not see it again. Bye.